So I have this interface that read my email, and in the email I have someone that asks me how to extract all the contacts from Salesforce that start with A. I will go here and I will say this stuff. Then I will put Chatgpt to answer to this question, and Chatgpt return me this answer and format the email for me. So basically, you need an SOQL as a SOQL with this one. Now, if I don't know how to use SOQL, I will say here SOQL Salesforce. Yeah, and I will search on the YouTube, and I have the system with my YouTube where I find the elements on the YouTube. And here you will have a video where I use SOQL with YouTube. So basically, I will go here and I will say inside of the email that you have also a video how to use this with YouTube. And then I will reply to my email. So hello everyone, my name is Cristian Negulescu. You know me for a lot of automation with UiPath. Today we'll talk about technical part of the automation that you see. So in the last video, I have here an automation where you see that Chatgpt together with UiPath will answer to around 10 emails with different stuff. Today we'll explain what is inside of this automation, because I promised that I will make a technical movie and I will make a marketing movie. So that was the marketing movie. Let's see the technical movie and let's see again what is inside as an from the technical point of view. So from the technical point of view, here inside we have a form. Now to activate the form, I have to go here and I have to have an email inside of the, so I'll use this email to be my email that, so in this case, the system will work with Outlook, but can work also with Gmail and so on. Let's see the interface, and then let's explain the interface step by step and understand what is inside of the interface, because we want to understand the technical part. So here I have a form, a UiPath form. In the UiPath form, basically I have a for each one I read all the emails that I have from my Outlook in this case. And I have here an email I have a field for email, for subjects, for email text. Then I can reply to the email, I can save as a draft, I can respond later from Outlook, or I can make a mark as a spam. Here I have the reply text. The reply text is common with the text that I have for ChatGPT. So if I write something here and click on ChatGPT, the software will go and read send the comment to the ChatGPT, and then we'll put the text back here. You can create a file with ChatGPT. So you write a comment for ChatGPT, and this will create a text file, and the system then will be able to attach the text file to the email, or you can go and create an Excel with ChatGPT. So if you are asked for a table with ChatGPT, this will create an Excel. Here with the search YouTube, basically, remember that I have some videos on my YouTube channel where I have here the how to build a YouTube. So basically, you have a database with around 800 YouTube videos with seconds and so on, and you can have videos on how to build this for each your product. Yeah, so for a specialist to create sequence of YouTube videos that can share with everyone in the company. Now let's go here. So here you search something on YouTube, and he will provide you exactly the time of YouTube where that text it's appeared. So let's understand what is inside. So we have a UiPath form. Let's see what I configured inside of this UiPath form. Bam, bam. So let's go on this UiPath form and let's understand what is inside. So inside of the UiPath form, we have the field. Yeah. Now, what is special on this field? Here on the field, you need to be careful on this one. So you need to be careful on the field key, because on the field key, with the field key, you are able to fill the data or going out and outside. So take a look. It's important for this field key to have identify name, because here, when I go inside of UiPath Studio, let's on this one. So inside of UiPath Studio, if I go on, I have to close it. So inside of UiPath Studio, if I go to from field collection, here that field, it's very important, because I know that if field it's input or output. Yeah. So that's why I need to have the field name for each field. Yeah. Because I will put to the interface the form email, subject email, email as a text, and as an output, I can have response in YouTube. Think about that. You write something for ChatGPT. ChatGPT has to take the data from the form, has to put it back, and so on. So that's why it's very important to have the field name correctly put there, and then here is the way how you communicate. And you see, I have the current mail, the current subject, the current body, and these are the answers for ChatGPT. Next, what is important in the on this on the buttons? On the buttons here, that they are inside of the panels to be nice and so on. That's the dynamical stuff. Nothing to just design. Yeah, but here important is this stuff. Important it's close on submit. True. So these three buttons, these four buttons, will be buttons that will end the form. Yeah. So I have the submit. We have the submit when I put an email, I reply to an email. We have the submit when I save as a draft and go further. We have the submit when I respond later and mark as spam. These four buttons from here are not with submit. And let's understand. So here you have close and submit false. The idea is like this. When I close that, when I click on the button, the form should not be closed. The form, because you send an email, you send a message to ChatGPT, and I have to bring back that message to this form. So I will not close the form. So that is very important. Again, here important are the names of the button, because based on these names, I will make decision on the do system. Yeah. So these are the important stuff. This the name, the property name, and the close on submit depends on if there are buttons that close the form or buttons that not close the form, just pass the data. Now, I think this is the things that we need to know about design. Let's go back and let's see what is in the code. So in the code, remember the name of the button inside of the form. Inside of the form, we have a switch, and this switch is based on the name of the buttons. So here, this switch is based on string, and it's based on the name of the button. And on each name of the button, I make a decision. Yeah. So what I do on the search on YouTube, what I do on this one, what I do on this one. Good. We'll go and explain step by step. But first, let's see the big picture. The big picture is the simple stuff. I have a connection with Outlook in my account. I use Exchange. Then I will do a for each on my emails. I want my current emails that are from inbox, maximum 550, all the emails that are unread. And then before going to the loop, I just initialize some data with response, file name, if I have a file attached, and another response variable that is the response that is coming from ChatGPT. Okay. Let's take the button step by step, and let's explain it in a simple way. Let's start with the buttons that are working with Outlook. So first, reply to email. Let's start with the simple one. So mark as a spam. Mark as a spam. I have it uncommon because I work with one of my colleagues here, and if I put him on the spam, all the emails will come to my spam. So basically, if I click on mark as a spam, I go to the email and say move the current email to junk. That's the comment. If I want to say respond later from Outlook, I say just mark the email as unread. Done. Easy. If I want to say save as a draft, what I will do? I will basically here I will say reply to the email and put the response and check here save as a draft. Okay, but with formatting the email, I will show you something. Here inside of the Bam bam. Let's go here, open the this one, and inside of the text area, if I go to text area here, I will display text area. You see, I have multiple rows, so I have 9 rows. So there is a little there are multiple rows on that text area. Now I have to convert these rows to HTML to be able to send an email. So the test is the test normal I do with my other email that is on Gmail, yeah. And you see how the email was sent, yeah. If I don't write it as a HTML, I will not see it like this. He will put all the data one by one together. So I have to format the text as an HTML. So I have here multiple lines, and I have to convert this one to HTML. To be able to do this, in my case, to be able to format like this, I will do this stuff in UiPath. So I will have, even on the save as a draft, let's close even on the save as a draft, I will say HTML body. So the beginning of the I'll put a variable when I say HTML and body. On the end, I will have the close of the HTML and body. Yeah. So in the end, I have this one. In between, what I have? I have a for each line. So I split the lines on the carriage return. So you know it there, line feed and carriage return. They are 12 and 30. So I split the line on carriage return. And then, if it's the first line, I will complete it like this. So if it's the first line, I will say like this with BR and say first line. And if it's the next lines, I will put it like this. I put a space. So this one, it's basically a tab in front. So if we take a look here on this one, you see first is hello, and then all the stuff is coming with a space. All the other lines is coming with a space. So basically, in this way, I create the HTML. So I convert from the string with lines, because I identify where is the new line. I convert it with HTML separated by BR. Okay, that's the idea. And in this way, I format the text. And in this case, I say text, save as draft, done. If I go to reply to email, basically I have the same procedure with this stuff. I would say if the file length is higher than 2, I will not use save as a draft. I will put with files, and I will put file name to 3. Yeah, because sometimes we'll attach also file name. We'll discuss about this. So you will see on the marketing video. And if file name is not to trim, I don't have the file name, and it's not with save as draft. So I have the same procedure with creating the HTML, and then after creating the HTML, I have the stuff different for files when I have files and when I don't have files. Done. So this is the part with the reply. Now let's go on the answer with ChatGPT. Now remember that on my videos here, I have this video which is using ChatGPT on with API. Here I explain everything, where you get the so how you get your API, how you test it with Postman to see that it's working. So all the detail of the configuration of ChatGPT, it's here. I will not insist on these videos on how to configure ChatGPT. Yeah, to configure. I will just use the HTTP request. So let's go back to the code. And inside of the code, I will have this answer with ChatGPT. What I will do, I will have here a try, while do. I will have while do activity because I want to, because ChatGPT it's very busy. Remember that when you go to ChatGPT and say I'm too busy to answer to your stuff and so on. So because ChatGPT is very busy, I will do a while to be able to test it 3 times or 4 times. Yeah. So I have the HTTP request, and inside of the HTTP request, I will have here on the object. So basically, what I write on the reply, I will use the text and put it here with text DaVinci. So I use this one, the data that is available until 2021. So I don't have the access to ChatGPT tray interface, but for what we'll do, it's enough. So the text that is inside of the reply text, I will put it here, and that will be the prompt to send to ChatGPT. Then here I will parse the answer, and the answer will be saved on my answer. Parsing, as I explained on the general movie, you have to go to choice, text, and so on, and extract the stuff. Done. And here I will reply like this: hello, current mail forum display. Yeah, here is your answer. The answer from ChatGPT. Thanks, Cristian Negulescu. Okay. So this is the way how it's able to format the reply after get the data from ChatGPT. Good. Let's see what is replying with the file. So replying with the file, you have the same procedure with same stuff that you write there. The only difference is that here I'll write a text file, and the text file will be text new file attachment text. Yeah. And I will save this as a file name. So when I have to reply, then when I will do the reply to the email, the system will know that has a file name, and he will attach the file name to the file name to the email. Yeah. So that's the way with the file name. Now let's go to create an Excel file. Again, I will send a message to ChatGPT, and here, after I send a message to ChatGPT, I will get the data, and I have to create an Excel. And let's be careful on this part of the code. Let's understand first how the data is coming. So let's see that we'll put ChatGPT to do this stuff. Let's go on this ChatGPT and done. So ChatGPT will provide me the data like this, and I have to take this data to put it as an Excel. Yeah. So to be able to take this data to put it as an Excel, I will do some conversion. So I don't know how many lines there are and so on. So I should know that the first line is the header. So I have a build data table. This build data table, which is only one column. Then I will do a for each on the line, so on the first line. And this on the for each with the first line, I will remove elements, empty elements, and I will check if the line is valid, because could be a line with only the format of the table, or could be a line with data. First line with data is the line with the headers. Yeah. So basically here I will split on this bar. After I split on this bar, each element of the split will be a column name. So in this way, I create the columns. In the end, after I create all the columns, I will remove the first column. So I will remove the first column here I will say data table remove. And here on the data table remove, I will put parameter 0 because I will remove the first column. Why I say that I remove the first column? Because here is the first column that is, when I build the data table, should have at least one column. That's the idea, yeah? So I have list one column, then I put the columns from the header, and then I will remove. Now, if it's not the first line, it's line with data. So it's line with data, so I split on the, I have an array, I split on the bar, and I put the data on the data table. So in this way, I build the data table, yeah? Then I will create an Excel application scope. On the Excel application scope, I say new file attach, and I attach the data to the sheet one, and so on. Then I have the file name. I will have the file name, and this file name will use it when we reply to the email. And in this way, and here, I will have a response. So hello display name, the name that sent me the email. You can use Chatgpt to generate files. I generate the attached file with this prompt, and I display also the prompt that I use for generating this file. Good. And now let's go to the last button. The last button, it was with search on YouTube. With search on YouTube, remember that I have a full video with. So here I have a full video with. With how you build this stuff on YouTube. So basically, I copy paste all that database. You have a data table with YouTube videos for UiPath, and the system will just search on the data table. Yeah. So I'll not keep long to explain this stuff. So that's the idea with search on YouTube, is all this data table copy. Yeah. So in this way, I create this interface, and think about that. This interface will be very useful for. Let's see. I still have that one. That's good. This interface, it's very good for support people. So think about that. You get emails, and basically you can go here, answer with Chatgpt, create files with Chatgpt, search on the YouTube, and very fast you will find an answer to your email. Just hit reply, and you answer to your email. So this is the way how this interface is working. Feel free to ask me question, and ask me what else you want on this interface. So give me feedback on YouTube. And also, if you have other ideas for movies, please comment to my movies and tell me what else you want to see in my videos. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one. Stay safe. Bye-bye.